What's going on YouTube? Uberman here, and I fucked up. So this is part 3 of the Mustang and Turo and how this is all working out. Let me show you something. It's going to be a little messy because I'm taking the camera off of its little mount here. I want you to see all these papers. Alright. I've got stacks of papers, files. And it's all so I can bring you guys this video. No. I'm going through my paperwork because Turo contacted me and denied the claim. That is final. There is no recourse. Turo has officially denied the claim. Their reason being that Carfax shows an odometer discrepancy and a salvaged title. Rebuilt title, and rebuilt cars are not allowed on the Turo platform. I knew the car had been in an accident before. That was obvious as I was working on it. I could definitely see that it had been an accident, but I don't see anywhere where it looks like it was like totaled, where it was actually salvaged. I'm going through all my paperwork here from the car lot. My finance papers. I mean, all my documents that I signed. The buyer's guide, disclaimers, voluntary repossession agreements, everything. And I see nothing in this paperwork about the car being salvaged. Then I look at the title. And the title, see, in Oklahoma, it's been my understanding that a salvage car carries a, I think it's a brown title or something like. I think a salvage car has like a brown title or a blue title. I can't remember. There's different colors, but the point is when you have a green title, that usually means you have a free and clear, good to go car. When you have like a red title, it means the car is junk and it can't be registered ever again. When you have an orange title, it means the car has been salvaged and rebuilt. And I think a blue title or something like that is an actual salvage title before you get the car rebuilt. So this car came with a green title, but what I didn't see was in little bitty letters on the title on the front, it said date of insurance loss. And, I messed up. So this is on me, and this is a learning experience for all of you. So hopefully you don't have to go through this. Let me tell you what's going to happen now. This particular car, I could not get financed for. And am I embarrassed about it? No. Nah. I went through a nasty divorce a few years ago, and my credit has been slowly recovering ever since. I have 2 cars through traditional financing with traditional lenders. Not a problem with those 2 cars, but to get this car, they couldn't do it. No lender would approve me for a 3rd vehicle because I am just one person. It wasn't entirely my credit that held it up, but it certainly didn't help. Me being one person, no lender could understand why I needed 3 cars. And with my credit not being that great, it just wasn't going to happen. So what I did is something nobody should do, and I did a buy here, pay here finance on it. What I ended up paying for the car is $15,995 for a rebuilt mileage discrepancy Mustang. Laugh. Some of you are going to get a kick out of this. The trolls are going to love it, and that's fine. I truthfully, I'm kind of laughing about it myself now. It is what it is. I say that all the time. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, the sky is falling. My life is over. It's a car. It's a car. It's money. It's my money to throw away, which is exactly what I did. So, $15,995. I put $4,000 cash down. Guys, if you want to think about how, for those few of you that say that I don't have any money and I'm broke, listen, guys. I put $8,000 down on my Elantra. $8,000, 50% of the dealer price I put as a down payment. On this car right here, I put down $4,000 cash. Probably can't even see it, but right there. $4,000 cash, guys. So just this year alone, just the Mustang and the Elantra, that's $12,000 in down payments. That doesn't include the 300C that I had. I put down $3,500 on that. The Chevy Cruze, I put $1,500. Guys, that's just down payments. All right, it's just down payments. So for those of you that keep jumping on my YouTube channel and saying, "Oh, you're broke," and no, I'm not broke. I'm not rich. I'm not broke. All right. So here's what's happening, guys. I owed $12,094 on this car when I purchased it. And I think I'm probably down to owing about 10 grand on it now. Down to 10 grand I still owe on it. So here's the deal. The car books with a clean title at $8,000, but it doesn't have a clean title. It's got a salvage title, which means the actual cash value is about 50%. So you're looking at a value of about 4 grand. 4 grand is probably the most I'm going to get out of this car from the insurance company. And I'm going to get to that in just a second, because you're probably like, wait a minute, insurance. There's a catch to this. So if I get the 4 grand out of it, that's going to leave me owing $6,000 on this car. Now, I may be able to go down to the dealership and work something out with them, you know, but truth is, chances are I'm going to end up paying $6,000 out of pocket and have no car. Well, no Mustang anyway, so I got my other cars. But it is what it is. You know, I screwed up, but I'm not entirely sure that I'm the only one that screwed up, because I see no disclaimer in any of this paperwork showing that I'm purchasing a car with a branded title. Now, maybe they don't have to. I don't know. I'm also not seeing anything in this paperwork about an APR. There's no way this car would have been $16,000 for an '06 Mustang GT with 80,000 miles. No possible way. So what I think they did is, I don't know how it works everywhere else, but I know that in Oklahoma, if you charge interest as a car lot, you have to report to the credit bureaus. So I think what the car lot did here is circumvented that by basically taking what they would have charged in interest and adding it directly to the purchase price of the car, and then financing it with 0 interest. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's how that worked, because there's no way that car is worth $16,000. And I know and knew when I purchased cars paying too much for it. But that was my decision. I wanted the car, had to have the car, and it is what it is. But there's something that's just a little bit shady about this. Now, I know this video is running long, so let's get into the insurance. Turo did call me back, and the lady was very helpful. And she said they are denying the claim due to the odometer discrepancy and the salvaged title, rebuilt title. But the renter was kind enough to provide his personal insurance to them, which is Allstate. They said that Allstate is exceptionally good about handling claims that Turo denies. So she said most likely Allstate will handle this and take care of it. Now, unfortunately, taking care of it means that I will probably be losing the car completely. They'll probably take it and sell it at auction or something, unless I can afford to buy it back. They're probably only going to pay out 4 grand, which is going to leave me with no Mustang and $6,000 in debt, and no Mustang to rent out anymore or to drive and enjoy. If I could buy it back, there's a possibility that since it's been salvaged before, I may not be able to rebuild the title if I fix it myself. The car may be permanently junked. That's something that we will have to see, and that's something that'll be in a future video as we go through this process and figure out what happens. So it's looking pretty bleak right now. I'm supposed to hear back from Allstate tomorrow, and they're going to set up a time to come out and inspect the car, and I will be able to get a whole lot more information from them after I speak to an adjuster and figure out how this whole process works. But for now, guys, there it is. Be very careful buying a car, and God, I would say always run a Carfax, but even a Carfax isn't foolproof. You know, these things happen, and it seems that they always happen to me, which is why I'm always making videos for you, and you guys are still watching. If it wasn't for bad luck, I would have no luck, honest to God. This is life, and I take it with a grain of salt, because I'm still breathing. I'm still here. I'm alive. Life is good. Just bad shit happens sometimes, and I fuck up, just like anybody else. So, with that being said, guys, sorry it's a long video, but I needed to rant a little bit and get that out there. And for the record, I'm not sitting here crying and whining over the car, all right? It sucks. But it's a learning experience, and hopefully my mistakes can help some of you in the future not to make them, because this is an expensive one. maybe it can be written off at the end of the year as a business loss. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to some people about that. With that being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe, be safe out there, and Uber on.